There was some very critical overtakes, I would say, by my business partner who was driving at the time, whilst I was slightly worse for the wear.
I think every single person that was in the electric car lift said we want to come back with an engine that makes noise, because us not going past it. It was great. You said to me when I started sending photographs of the car with, hold on, I haven't paid for that yet. I've not done that. And you came in last minute. I'll do that. It was really funny. It was really cool.
I watched the 11th hour edition. I'm not going to.
But it looked good.
Not going to lie.
Roy Parrish, Wacky Races, Pelham Interiors is my business. I'm here with Dan. So Dan, please introduce yourself and your company.
Thanks, Roy. I'm Dan Dodson, Consult Construct, and we're a firm of multi-disciplinary project managers, architects and surveyors. And we have a keen interest in motorsport, as you well know.
And driving very fast.
I can't comment, but
we're in the speed limit.
Exactly. But yeah, no. So thanks for inviting us along. It's a charity we're really keen to be involved on. And
can you explain a bit about your business, a bit more about what you actually do and what the highlights are in your business and your sort of USPs?
Yeah. So predominantly we're a Kent-based building surveying practice, but we've in recent years blossomed out into being a multidisciplinary practice with MEP, architectural facets to our business, along with health and safety. It allows us to do a broad depth of services across a range of different clients, which is how our business has grown, with giving a very unique service, we believe, for a very dull subject of building surveyors, but ultimately we give a very good, strong customer care. You know, we look to have a very repeat business.
Your name in the marketplace is second to none, so that's always really good. And so I've known you for that period of time, and I've only really known what you do in the last sort of year or so. But I mean, how long have we known each other now? 4 or 5 years? Probably?
Yeah, 4 years. 4 years. And I think, Consult Construct's been going about 10, 12 years now.
Yeah,
so, we built ourselves based upon repeat client business, as all businesses tend to do. So our USP, I would say, is in making sure that, our clients are number one, and we deliver a timely, good, high quality service. So
brilliant.
Nothing new. Just make sure you stick to the
Anything
new
new
game plan.
On the horizon for the business?
Yeah, really exciting transition at the minute. We've just relaunched the Consult Group, which has brought all our different entities together. So you've got Consult Construct, Consult Sustain, as well as Consult London. It allows us to offer a truly UK delivery across all areas. It's exciting. We've got new things on the horizon as well with Consult Health and Safety is coming leaps and bounds. So the new financial year is looking really promising.
That's really good. I mean,
future growth.
I mean, the whole sort of industry at the moment is up and down for lots of people. Some people are up, some people are down. I think the industry is really good. I believe we were talking the other day, we were saying the industry is really rosy at the moment, but you still got to do the right thing. And I think customer service and centre of excellence in your business is key still at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's certain areas and skill sets of business that are more prominent than others with regulatory change, and those obviously are very key areas for certainly in our area of business, for building surveying, etc., with the Building Safety Act, etc.
Yeah,
so that is a pertinent point for us. But again, it's just making sure that we deliver a timely service to a high quality, and being a technical pillar of excellence within the marketplace.
Exactly. So on to the charity. So we obviously the Wacky Races is a car event, a tour, whatever you want to call it, but raising money for Pax One Research UK and the whole Life Village. There's two charities into one. I'll explain a bit more about that later. But so why did you come on the event? Why did you do it?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm a passionate motorsport fanatic.
Petrol head.
Yeah, true petrol head. Like to drive fast. I think it's probably one of the first few conversations you and I had, shared motorsport experiences. But all seriousness, back to the real task in hand. Consult Constructor are a big leader in autism care development. So we do a lot of work with the care industry for autism, building homes up and down the country, essentially. So obviously, when speaking with yourself a couple of years ago at MIPIN, and I learnt about the Pax One research and obviously the situation with yourself and the whole Village thing, it really struck a chord and a nerve, and it's great to be able to join your passions, but also where you see your business's strength with regards to design and service that we can deliver. They marry up, and it's a fantastic opportunity to
it is
like-minded professionals and. Yeah,
I mean, for me, having experts in the field and what we're trying to do is everything for me, because obviously trying to build a whole life village for young adults going into their old age that have got disabilities is no easy feat, and
No, it's not.
it's so underfunded. So this is what we're trying to do, and there's a lot of money to raise. But I think more and more people that are getting into this in our industry, people like yourselves, the word is spreading. There's more people on there. I mean, we had 21 cars this year. We had 12 the year before. Yeah, everyone's saying they're going to come back. We can get onto that, but that sort of leads me into the tour itself. What do you think? What did you actually think of the tour?
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm not going to lie, it far surpassed anything that we expect anticipation-wise. The planning, the execution, everyone that was on it was absolutely on point and brilliant, really. The quality of, going to the hotels, the food, just the company, the way it was orchestrated, it was brilliant. Like, no one got lost,
I think they did.
Maybe. And some of the driving routes, I mean, some of the best roads that you and I have driven several times, but to go with people that aren't, keen motorsport enthusiasts, to get them to see some of the mountain passes that we drove, enthusiastically, I would say, Your Honour. But it was great. It's good to be with like-minded professionals in the industry.
We had all sorts of cars, didn't we? And the thing is, we even had electric cars, which I allowed to come onto a car event, which was really interesting. I think a lot of people we're interviewing later on. There'll be different interviews of us all together as well. We're trying to do a group one. You've done a lot of driving, like I've done a lot of driving, and you do have to concentrate, and you've got to be on it.
Yeah, 100%.
But everyone seemed to cope with it quite well. Interesting stops, electric cars, which is quite funny sometimes. But I think every single person that was in the electric car said we want to come back with an engine that makes noise, because us not going past it. It was great. So what would you say the highlight was of the actual trip? Or a couple of highlights,
Yeah, a couple of highlights for me. I would say the leaving of Lake Como was great, where we were all lined up on the seafront.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, all coming out of the car park there. Great hotel.
Chris, who's here over out of shot today, he did a fantastic drone video of that, which we love. So
yeah, that was good. It was great to obviously the amount of storm and stir that it caused in the local town. There was lots of people taking pictures and everything else, which raising awareness, because all the branding for Wacky races being over the vehicles is great.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't. There's so many good points to bring out, but some of the enthusiastic driving up the Grimsdale Pass was good. There was some very critical overtakes, I would say, by my business partner who was driving at the time, whilst I was slightly worse for the wear. But yeah, no, it's great. I mean, yeah, there's several highlights to be honest, and let's not forget, the sit down in the evening, letting known the enthusiastic drive, the sit down in the evening to be able to share those stories with each other about what we've been up to, and and what we can do for the charity as well is really good, and where those opportunities might arise in the future as well.
Yeah, it's almost like you saw this little bit of a dirty secret, being a petrol head and driving cars fast, but they like it in Europe, and especially when you're in Italy, it's almost like the police go drive faster. But yeah, I mean, everyone was safe. We breathalyzed everyone every morning to make sure everyone was safe. So it's got to be a good environment. But I think next year we've added another day and a bit. I suppose nearly 2 days. The price goes up a little bit, but I think the value for money on our trip is just second to none. I mean, we look at other trips that are out there. I mean, most people are saying to me, "How have you done this?"
Yeah, I second that. I mean, the hotels, the quality of the hotels we stayed at was fantastic. And how accommodating everyone was, as well. I mean, having 20 cars arrive at a forecourt of a hotel is not what most hotels really want, on an average day, is it? Let's be honest. And we're all quite fastidious about our car ownership as well, aren't we? Let's be fair.
Yeah, we are.
We're all quite passionate about vehicles. So yeah, no, it's fantastic. Looking forward to next year. And where the Wacky races, for the tour goes, to be fair. So, there's certain things on the horizon which could be...
We knew at breakfast the other day a little bit of business, but also about next year's Wacky races. And we've all also spoken about Baku or bust. There was a bit of a pipe dream of mine, and you jumped straight onto it and you want to do it. So
I've already bought the car.
We're thinking about... You've already bought the car, yeah, thinking about going to Baku from the UK. You've got to look at war zones and where you're going to go, and then obviously have the Baku Grand Prix at the end of it. We're trying to plan that. That's something in the future, but we'll let you know about that. So Dan, you were actually a sponsor as well. So you did one on the tour, but also you were a sponsor. So you had the branding on the cars. What did you think that added, if anything?
I mean, for me, it's just great to see the corporate logo out, and having it on your own personal car as well. whilst you being a bit of a motorsport fanatic makes you feel like you're driving a real race car. But yeah, no, it's good to get sort of brand awareness out there. You know, it's nice to see. We haven't done a great deal of marketing in the last 10 years, so to try and push our brands socially out there, you know, with the Wacky Races Tour has been all over social media, which is great to give awareness for all the companies involved, which is great. You know, and I think it just spreads the importance of marketing and getting the Wacky Races Tour to raise money for the PAX charity.
Yeah, it was quite funny. I think you said to me when I started sending photographs of the car with, I don't know, I haven't paid for that yet. I've not done that. And you came in last minute. Yeah, I'll do that. It was really funny. It was really
I watched the 11th hour edition. I'm not going to.
But it looked good.
Not going to lie. But yeah, I was happy. It did make us change our company logo though, so we got a new logo for next year. So
that's brilliant.
And obviously other Wacky Races Tour members went a little bit overboard on their branding and marketing to their cars. So I think we're going to do the same next year ourselves.
Well, I mean, again, I think they all look good because they're properly put on. I think again that's something that we take time over, and I think it looks very, very good. I've seen other tours; they just put basically all different sort of colour stickers all over the cars, which I think doesn't look great.
I've only just taken mine off. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we've had some guys keep it on for a long time.
I've still got the Swiss bugs on the front of my car. So, but yeah,
brilliant. Dan, thank you so much today. Brilliant to have you on the trip. You really made it as well. I mean, without you guys, the trip doesn't happen. It was so much fun, and again, having a petrol head like you and someone that can actually drive their car was great because I had someone to sort of mess around with in the passes. But next year is going to be even better. So watch this space.
Good. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, mate.
Look to see you next year.